Hello. Today we're going to be talking about HST implications on new or pre-construction. And we're going to talk about two types of rebates you can get. The new housing rebate for principal residents and the new residential rental property rebate for rental properties. Enjoy. Okay, guys, so let's get right into the material. HST on new construction is quite confusing, and I'm going to share my screen here so you can see. So for resale properties, there is usually no HST. You only have to pay the land transfer tax on closing. But for new construction, it's a lot more complicated. Usually when you see the price that they say you have to pay for the new construction or pre-construction, they already take into account assuming that you're going to get all the rebate because most people can get the rebate, but it is important to know how you can get the rebate. So there's always HST to pay, but this HST is already factored into the purchase price. And it is very common to get a credit. However, it is contingent on how you intend to use your new home. So there are two ways to get the HST rebate so that you can actually just be paying the amount that you were quoted on when you first ordered the pre-construction. And basically, there is those rebates for people who are using the property as their own personal residence or as a residence for a member of their immediate family. And this is known as the NHR. NHR stands for New Housing Rebate. The second type of rebate, it's for someone who intends to rent out the property. So the government actually doesn't really is okay with you renting out the property because they just don't want you to leave it vacant. If you leave the property vacant, you're gonna have to pay this tax because we're having a housing crisis. They want to make sure everyone has places to live. They want to make sure they are rewarding landlords too because you're providing supply to the shortage of rental properties available. And this one is called the NRRPR. And what does that stand for? New Residential Rental Property Rebate. So now let's see the difference. So let's first go over NHR. Under an NHR, you will receive the HST rebate based on the fact that you will occupy the new property as your principal residence for at least 12 months. And in that case, you're going to receive the HST right away. Money in your pocket earlier is better. And most condos assume that you're going to be using this as a personal residence. So, as I said before, this HST is built into the price. So, if you don't meet this criteria, you actually have to pay more than what you thought you would be paying, the price that was on the pre construction website in the price list. However, if you sell the property before 12 months is up, the CRA will require that you pay back the HST in full. And it doesn't just have to be you, it can be immediate families such as children, parents, siblings, spouses, or common law partners. In order to prove that this new home is your principal residence, try to change your driver's license address and utility bill and have proof that you're living there. Maybe make a little selfie once in a while of you in the unit and the common areas. If you're getting a cosigner of the mortgage, it might be a little bit, make things a little complicated because cosigners or co-borrowers must be, for mortgage, must also be on title. So they're going to be thinking this is a little weird. So talk to your mortgage agent about that or talk to me. So now let's go on to number two, using the property and renting it out with a 1-year lease. So the second type of rebate, it's called New Residential Rental Property Rebate. To receive this rebate, you must provide the document that you have a 1-year lease, that it would be rented to a tenant for 12 months. And just like the principal residence, if you sell the property before 12 months during the lease, you have to pay back the HST. However, here's the main difference between renting out the property for a year and living there. If you are renting it out, it takes 2 to 3 months to get your refund. So you actually have to pay the HST first, and then you need to wait and then get your refund. So it's more closing costs for you, and it's money in your pocket later. So it's not as good. The total rebate can be up to $30,000. So um, if you, for whatever reason, you don't get any rebates, the maximum worst case scenario, you're paying 30,000 more, or maybe you end up selling it earlier than a year. You run into trouble with CRA. You're gonna just be losing $30,000. For some people, there's not a choice to live there for a year or rent it out for a year. Then you just have to take the $30,000 loss. If you decide to assign the property before closing, you do still have to pay HST on both the assignment fee, which is your profit, and this assignment fee also it's going to be taxed as a business income instead of capital gains because um, that's just how it is. So you're going to be taxed 50% around on the profit, the assignment fee, which is the value of the property has went up. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And in the next video, we're going to talk about the capital gains implications on new and pre-constructions and how we can structure, plan, and plan so that we don't need to pay capital gains or business income. Take care, guys.